I said, why not just move somewhere where I can just go out to dinner every night, live in a nice place, and have a just better quality of life without having to continually struggle.
Koh Phangan, and I'm sitting here with Chuck. Chuck's from the U.S., Delray, Florida, retired firefighter, recently moved to Koh Phangan.
Yep.
Chuck, it feels great to meet you because as I explore places to live now in Thailand, I'm going to leave Phuket. And it's great to meet you because I feel like we share some experiences other than culture, culturally as an American. But you left the U.S. and moved to Koh Phangan.
Yeah.
And you had a business in the U.S. You had a career. Your wife is from Brazil. You met in South Beach. Why Koh Phangan?
I'd done a lot of research for several years beforehand, talking to friends, the internet, YouTube, saw your videos actually on YouTube. And I knew I was getting towards retirement, not age, I'm a little young for that, but career-wise. And we said, could we stay in the United States? Maybe, yeah. Still work a part-time job, still get by, but I'm going to have to continue working. And the inflation kept increasing and increasing. And I said, why not just move somewhere where I can just go out to dinner every night, live in a nice place, and have a just better quality of life without having to continually struggle.
Quality of life. How long have you been on Koh Phangan?
So it's been, I guess, a year now, total. We have traveled back and forth a little bit.
So you were home recently.
Yeah.
And overall, how are you feeling about living here?
I like it because, safety is number one. We have just so many options here. We were driving in the mountains today, and it's like, oh, want to stop for lunch, want to go to a rooftop, want to do this. We just don't have that back, especially we're from Miami, where it's super expensive.
Chuck, you just said you were driving in the mountains.
Yeah.
Even though Koh Phangan, it's somewhat of a small island, there is some ecological diversity, meaning even geography.
It goes straight up, right off the beach.
Mountains, waterfalls.
Yeah, we took a left and just started heading up in the mountain, and our car could barely make it up. I had to switch to low gear, and we were at a viewpoint way up in the mountains today.
How would you describe Koh Phangan, like in a word or two, to somebody who's never been here?
Just a beautiful island. It has a few sides to it. It's diverse. It has a party side, a pure techno, crazy, wild party side, and then it has a whole yoga, spiritual, relaxed section to it also.
And now that you're a year into it, how do you feel about the fact that you moved here?
Yeah, we like it. We went back just to see how America was on the way back, just to see family. And we kind of were like, oh man, it's, we missed it here. We missed the style here.
Yeah, so we always miss things about home.
Yeah.
I miss some things about home.
Yeah.
But when I do go home, then I miss things about here, Thailand.
Yeah.
It's like a trade-off. And then I know for me, it becomes a matter of what my priorities are. And as I get older, safety and peaceful starts to really climb way up the list of priorities.
Yeah.
And we get that in Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't feel it as much back home.
Yeah. And we feel like we did everything there too. We did U.S. so much. We did all the trips, and
yeah, I feel like I need to qualify this a little bit. I mean, Chuck and his wife Celine, you guys been married 10 years.
Yeah.
They met. You were living in South Beach.
Yeah.
And they used to pack up their Subaru, their 4-wheel drive, and cruise all around the U.S. and do your mountain biking and
paddleboarding,
explore,
and golfing,
and you had a business in Florida where you were.
I ran sailboats, windsurfing, kayaking, a water sports business.
Yep, and
for many years.
Retired firefighter.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. You're an American with options. This isn't like, sometimes there's a stereotype that if Americans move here, that it's some guy barely scraping by on his retirement.
Okay, yeah, Social Security, and he's much older.
Much older, down there drinking beer every day.
Yeah.
This is there's a shift going on. Where there's Americans, I'm going to say like you, with options.
Yeah.
And you're choosing Thailand. And not only you, your wife.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we did really search around, and I was meeting other people online. There's different chat groups, and you meet another guy that I'm searching the world too. And, he's also doing his research about healthcare. He's saying, okay, where can I get good healthcare? Where can I get safety? Where can I get a nice weather? I want warm water. Maybe that's even the big part about it. You can look around the world, and I just don't want to, at 53 years old, go in cold water. I don't want to move to a beach that's cold water. That doesn't do me any good. And okay, I just want to dive in a nice warm ocean.
I don't want to shiver. I don't want to be cold.
Yeah.
In Thailand, the weather can be humid and a little sweaty sometimes, which I'm fine with, as long as I don't have to shiver.
Yeah.
And as long as I don't need to use an umbrella and get rained on every single day.
Yeah.
And if it rains here, I really don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, Koh Phangan, this is the typical dress.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. As much as you dress, very simple.
Where else did you consider in Thailand?
I don't think we considered anywhere because I had really done my research, I guess, for me. We just knew, my friend lived here, and he says, Koh Samui is just too much traffic, it's too commercialized. Phuket just seemed much too large to move over there. I just wanted the community. We're like, okay, I know everybody, I can go play pool tonight, I can go meet friends somewhere tonight at the different places. It just seemed like a small enough island to know people.
Yeah, and when we met, you were out there playing pickleball with your wife.
Oh yeah, we played.
You had your group, very cool group of kind of buddies who you're playing almost every day.
Yeah, yeah. And we know all those guys, and there's like 8 or 10 of us to play, and hey, let's meet tonight here, let's go here for some dancing. And it's like a whole network of people.
You said you go out to eat almost every night?
Yeah, yeah, because I find it just cheaper.
Even if you have kind of what you call a lot of money back home, I don't know if we could go out to eat every night.
No, no.
Because not only is the so expensive for what we get here compared, but it's not, for me, is enjoyable as much of an experience back home. I don't care the level of the restaurant. Back home, it could be a high level. You still don't get the service like you get here.
Yeah, it's all on the beach, or today we stopped at a coffee shop. It was kind of little in the jungle, but very well done. Very good prices, but just very chill. Back home, it's just Starbucks. It's chain restaurants. Everything's a big shopping mall. You pull into a shopping mall, go to a, big chain restaurant that's very...
With people just doing their job. So there's not this care like a lot of the places we go to eat here, they're family owned. So they're putting a lot more attention and care. Not only into the product, but the service. Yeah, it's very simple. Can I eat beachfront or eat on the top of a mountain or a beautiful overlook, and be a nice Thai person presenting a food to us, and it's just a nice change of pace from. So for this video, I'm considering different places to live after leaving Phuket. Different places in Thailand, and they're broken down. They're going to show up on the screen right now into tier 1, 2, and 3, and 4 places or cities around Thailand. And Koh Phangan's labeled in there a tier 3, as in tier or what's more common for expats to move to. So tier 1, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, Pattaya. Right? And then maybe tier 2 would be Hua Hin, and so on and so forth. But I don't know if Koh Phangan's on the radar yet.
I see.
Is it?
I think so, because Israel, huge Israel influx in here. They're realizing it's just a nice island to live. The roads are a little rough. You have to be careful. They don't make beautiful, safe roads here. You have a road, drive your scooter, drive it slow. We have a car. We bought a car this time, and we had a scooter last time. So we feel a little easier, safer in a car right now. Yeah, let's talk about the downsides to Koh Phangan. I agree 100% because I'm here on my motorbike, and it's stressful to ride. I'm a good rider, but the roads are very sandy and very dusty, potholes. Maybe it's good. It keeps other riders accountable on motorbikes. In Phuket, it becomes a race course. I see, And you might get ran over by one of these guys. Here, one of those guys will just crash. They can't drive reckless like that because the sand corrects it. Exactly. They're going to crash. But what are some other drawbacks to living on Koh Phangan as an expat? I guess. Some people say, oh, you got to travel, like Hua Hin, Samui, they have an airport, or Hue Hin's closer to the rail track to get to Bangkok. But I mean, I guess I'm retired. The ferry is 40 minutes ferry, it's $6. So if I really want to go to Koh Samui today and get a flight tonight, I can just take a ferry and be on a flight at 7 p.m. It's not a big deal to catch a flight out of here. So, and you know.
Healthcare.
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean
there's a hospital here. A couple.
Yeah, down the street there's a hospital. I think there's like several hospitals, all small enough to take care of most emergencies.
I think so.
Most minor things. I mean, if it's anything major, you might need to, like you said, hop on the high-speed boat and get right over to Bangkok Hospital, which is high-end,
yeah,
which would take care of everything.
You know, 2 years ago, I spent 5 weeks on Koh Phangan, and at the time, it was kind of pandemic days. Phuket was like heaven. And I came here, and it just didn't feel like it had much to offer compared to Phuket.
Oh, okay.
Now, though,
Yeah.
the way Phuket is transformed into China, Russia, and India, a big tourism hub,
Yeah.
it's lost its Thai flavor. And if I had to weigh it, and you told me today to pick one, I would pick here
Oh, okay.
over
Very
Phuket.
good. Yeah. I
For
see.
sure, it just feels better. There's great restaurants, and I've had easy to meet people and talk to people.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's just a cool vibe, and you don't get these busloads of tourists
Yeah, yeah.
coming through here like you have in Phuket.
No.
Where every time you look up, there's a big bus.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
you
I
have
think-
some nicer resorts here on the other side, which you see some of the vans pull in and pick up the tourists on the top of the island to bring them to some beautiful resorts. But that's a whole separate side that we really don't see. There's kind of different sides of the island.
We're sitting near your home. So Chuck and his wife bought this villa. And can you share with us a little bit about the buying process?
So it was easy to buy. We saw it and we saw the plans online, met the agent when we were here last year, but we actually bought it in America. They just emailed us all the paperwork. I sent them a 10% deposit check, and it was all done while I was in Miami. So I didn't have to be here. I didn't have to be anything about it. I was all in America while it was being processed.
And price and location and
Oh yeah, so for the price we paid and the size we got, this brand new construction. I have a 30-year lease on the land. I mean, there's a lot of different unique ways to buy, but just we bought in the simple way of a 30-year land lease. So we're able to get a lower price, especially at our age. At 53, we have 30 years, so we're
can you
we're
say
good.
how much you paid?
Yeah, so we bought this 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and you see everything fully furnished for $140,000 US. And we paid 10% down and 20%. We paid in increments, and we paid it in full. You have to buy it and finish the payments when
And
it's
you're
built.
literally a walk to the beach. I mean,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
here, you just past the palm trees.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe just, I guess, 100 meters away.
Amazing.
From the beach. We have little restaurants we can walk to. And
And you said when you're not here, you could even Airbnb it for a couple grand a month, right?
yeah, so we're in like a community. It's fully managed. So we just tell the guy, hey, November 1st, we're leaving. How long do you want to Airbnb? 3 months, 6 months?
Yeah.
And then they just manage it and send us a check. So it's a very easy
Amazing.
management style.
I like this the whole setup. You know, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you compare it to back home, no way.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
Would we have this kind of lifestyle? Especially when you consider just on a financial side.
Yeah.
If we paid the same amount of money that you're paying here in Thailand, not only for home but for going out to eat and everything,
Yeah.
you wouldn't get much back in return back home.
No, I mean, where are we living? We kind of even did the math. We, was professional back home, made okay money. And we're thinking, where can we live to get a decent house, to get all that?
No,
And you start saying, where in America can you
I know.
possibly do that?
We talked about that with your wife too, that Latin America, just like for me, for you guys too, is off the table because of safety.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the world starts to get smaller in regard to options. And Thailand still makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we sort of checked off so many, even America, we're like, okay, where can we be on this coast, that coast? And there are a lot of nice stuff to America, but we didn't want to be in the cold.
No.
Want to be more south. So,
Chuck, for those watching, this conversation's probably sparked some interest.
okay.
Just share with us a few things like that wouldn't be good about if it's an American. You know, like we talked earlier
Okay.
off the video, you were saying this isn't for all Americans.
Yeah.
What are some reasons why it's not?
It's a little, I mean, it's hot when April came in May, so it really got hot, and you kind of just were looking for restaurants that were AC. We didn't even want to eat outside, so wherever we went, AC restaurant, air conditioning, and then not a lot of the air conditioning was good. It was like, okay, there's some air conditioning in this place, but not like at home where it was cold. So, and that's why we bought a car this time, because we were usually on a scooter. So it was a little hard getting around.
Even coming from Florida, which is so muggy
Yeah.
and humid.
Yeah, but we hopped in that car, we went to the shopping malls, really cold
Oh, that's
AC.
true. You're always conditioned.
Yeah, everything.
Conditioned space back home.
Yeah, we went
You go from
one to-
car to mall to indoors and comfortable.
Exactly, yeah.
Here, you have to be prepared to sweat.
Yeah. Even I remember stopping at 7-Eleven one day. I'm like, they have air conditioning at 7-Eleven. We're going to go in and get something to drink and hang
Sure.
out for 15 minutes to get our bodies cool because we're on a scooter.
Okay, then on the other side, when you think back at your life back home, what are some reasons why this does make a lot of sense, moving to Koh Phangan as an expat?
Oh, okay.
Why?
I mean, I kind of chose it because I'm a kiteboarder. I like to kiteboard, beautiful flat water. It's a good spot to live like that. We found it just options. You know, we can go dancing tonight. We can go downtown to play pool with friends. We can go play tennis, which you do have some of that in America, but it's just, we have all of this here. You know, we have a golf course on the other island. It is a little limiting. At home you have 25 golf courses. Here you have 2. So there are some
Yeah,
down.
the amenities here.
Yeah.
There are some unique things. For example, I feel like it's so easy to be healthy here. You have so many like saunas and ice bath and gyms and yoga, and it's just, it can be so fitness beyond over the top.
Yeah.
If you want it to be here.
Yeah.
Some people come here and they go the other way, where they want to party, and maybe if they're younger, right?
Yeah. there's a whole
And
party
they can
scene.
go down that path. But people can also go down the other path on Koh Phangan,
Yeah.
where it's just so healthy.
Yeah, there's some, you know, websites or on the internet, you have your little groups. And you'll just see today is yoga here, yoga there. There's 30 yoga studios, let's say. There's so much healing here. You can take
Healing.
classes
Yeah,
on
no doubt.
everything. There's 12 classes a day. There's bonfire at night. There's
Yeah, that's right.
singing groups at night. It's very diverse for different spiritual things, different healing.
Yeah.
So many gyms here, so much. But I mean, maybe on the downside, there's not as much walking and biking, which I do miss at home. It's definitely scooter,
For sure.
you know.
Yeah,
So
people, I always say being on a scooter in much of Thailand is much safer than being on a bicycle.
yeah.
And that includes Koh Phangan. Safer on a scooter than bicycle.
Yeah. So I miss at home, I could just really walk and get exercise and ride my bike on paths and exercise.
I miss that too. You know, just
Yeah.
having bike paths.
Yeah. That's
But
all we,
it's a trade-off.
Uh-huh.
And I don't miss some of the other stuff back
Yeah.
home. The polarization, the conflict, a little bit of the danger element.
Yeah.
Here we just, not all that's removed.
No. And you kind of have to be. Whatever, if somebody cuts you off in traffic, you've learned the island is a circle. So you yell at that guy, you drive around the circle, you see him
You see them again.
again and again and again. So you have to,
There's more community.
yeah. Everybody drives down the road. No, after you. Everybody
Kind,
just
a little more kind,
flows.
flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you really can't.
Man, good move on Koh Phangan. You know, and I say that as I look for places other than Phuket to live in Thailand. I think Koh Phangan is becoming even more attractive.
Yeah.
Chuck, I'll be seeing more of you on Koh Phangan.
Okay.
Especially if I move kind of over here
Yeah,
towards Suratani or something. I'll be hopping over here a lot more frequently.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It has a lot to offer, for sure. And you got to explore. You got to go find it. You drive around the mountain, and next thing you know, there's some yoga studio deep hidden up in the mountain with people eating lunch overlooking the mountain. Like I had no idea this was here.
That's right. And for you guys watching, if you want to find Chuck, you're probably going to find him playing pickleball.
Yep.
You go around the island and you see some guys playing pickleball.
Yep. There's only one court, so
Yeah. Oh, and they just built a brand new soccer field, which is I like. I like to
yeah,
play
yeah.
soccer. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I went by there today, and it is really nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's two big soccer fields
Yeah.
on the island.
So it's good. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. I'll see
right.
you on the next stop. Chuck, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah. See you guys.